Hey brothers, I want to tell you about a website called blackmenszone.com. Now, Black Men's Zone is a site that specifically targets black men. It's a place where black men talk about issues that solely affect them. Now, at Black Men's Zone, the topics will range from news to society, sports, technology, business, food and recipes. Some brothers got to cook too. Gaming, and some of your brothers like doing some of that. Health and fitness, got to get your workout on. Music, movies, and many other topics. Now, there's not many forums around these days for black men, and because black men have to create them. Now, this particular website is more of a forum based, something simple, not social media. You can write what you need to write, say what you need to say, get on, get off pretty quick. But if you're interested, brothers, to at least go there, and I want you to check it out, engage in the topics, go to blackmenszone.com, sign up for an account, and get engaged in the conversation.
We have one of our sisters here that worked for a third-party company. When you get your insurance and they say you like roadside assistance, a lot of times say, yeah, I want roadside assistance, just in case something happened. Well, this sister that works for a company that's supposed to send out the tow truck lets you know what the get down is and why you should cancel your roadside assistance immediately. Let's roll that clip.
Insurance policies and you have roadside assistance on them, do yourself a favor and take the roadside assistance off and get you a membership with AAA. Why, you ask? I'll be happy to answer. All of these insurance companies have one thing in common. The feature that you add on to your policy, the roadside assistance, is ran by one third-party company, which will remain nameless. So let's say you're stranded on a highway and you need a tow truck. You're going to call what you think is your insurance company, and you're going to press the prompt to go to roadside assistance. Well, it's going to take you to that third-party company that will remain nameless. And I work for that company, and I feel like a piece of shit for it. That's why I'm about to quit. But let me proceed. We're going to ask for your policy number. Your policy number is going to come up, and we're going to ask you where you are, what happened to your vehicle. We're going to add up all of the information, and it's going to pop up that you're covered. Okay, because you got the roadside assistance, right? That's what you pay for monthly, right? Well, then, after you get off the phone, it's my responsibility to call every service provider in the area, every tow truck company in the area. The majority of them are going to tell me to fuck off. But there's going to be one that is in our network that can take the job. But they'll say, oh, I'll take it, but I need $200 on top of it, because maybe it's in the middle of the night, or maybe I'm on my break. So if you want me to do this, it's going to be $200. Whereas I have to go to my supervisor and request that we put the $200, we pay the $200 to the service provider. And you know what my supervisor is going to say? Hell no. Keep calling until you find somebody who's going to accept our IOU, where we pay out monthly. We're not going to pay them immediately. Keep calling. Now, let's say you've been out there for an hour, so you decide to call and ask, what's the holdup? And I have to say, we're currently still working on your case. We haven't found anybody. Lying. We have to lie to you. That's literally what happened just now. I had to let this woman know, with her 3 kids. She was stranded on the highway. She had 3 kids in the back. She needed a tow. I literally had to tell her that we were still working on her case, and there were no service providers in the area that could help her. When I had to lie. This is what these piece of shit companies do. And I feel like I had to share this with you guys because I had to make up for what I just did to that lady and her 3 kids. Get AAA or call the tow truck companies yourself. Those are your only options, because we're not coming to help you.
Well, when I heard this video, I was like, wow, I did not know that at all. I'm like, shoot. I was already, about to, at least this week, was getting me a membership with AAA anyway, because AAA is just a lot better, just in general, to have. But when I heard this, say, hell, I had roadside assistance. Well, I have roadside assistance on my car insurance. So you better believe this week I'm canceling the roadside assistance and just gonna go with AAA, because that's ridiculous. You had a woman out on the side of the road with children, and you had to lie to this woman because you don't want to pay the people. This is why people pay their insurance, so they can have access to those services. To me, doing something like this, you need to be sued. You need to be sued to an oblivion. That's a freaking scam to me. You pay for roadside assistance, you call for it, and you can have them waiting for hours, if not not picked up at all because the third party company don't want to cut, their check to these drivers. You pay them and then you bill the insurance company for whoever you need to bill the insurance company for. But yeah, we're seeing how a lot of these insurance companies do a lot of dirt to people, especially like some of the homeowners insurance when you have a hurricane and like the brothers and sisters in Florida that's dealing with stuff that happened with Ian, trying to get claims on that. Some of these insurance companies claim bankruptcy. You could be paying for years on the insurance policy, and then when you need them, now they know where to be found. They've been collecting thousands upon thousands of dollars from you. No, the federal government needs to put legislation down controlling and regulating the insurance industry more than what they do, because that's not right. All the money you pay for insurance in this country, you need to have everything that you pay for, or they need to be sued to oblivion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like I say, if you have roadside assistance, you heard what our sister said, cancel that immediately through your insurance provider and get something like AAA or some other service. But don't get it through your insurance. Make sure you pick up my 2 books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs and on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.